Hi. I'm sorry. I was doing something stupid and it made me laugh. But anyway, it's time for a story. This is a continuation from our friend Awkward Boheme. This is Living with Two Neckbeards and a Legbeard, part 5. There are 5 of these now, which is why I said it. Anyhow, this is what we're doing now, so let's do it. This is a terrible intro, but hi, here we go. Hey Reddit peoples. Hello. So the plan for this post was originally to talk about the drama that led to Carrie and myself finally moving out of the Neckbeard nest that had once been our flat. But Carrie and a couple other friends who know about these posts have informed me that they might have some screenshots, or be able to get a hold of some screenshots, of posts/messages from the clan that some folks might find interesting. So now the plan is just to post a couple of anecdotes about life with the beards right now and wait for their screenshots. Well, I'm already excited to see that, but let's hear what we have for now. The gym flirting incident. As you folks well know by now, if you've seen my previous post, Declan was a big fan of the gym. When he wasn't lying on our sofa bed, eating and watching Netflix, he'd be at the gym. In Declan's mind, this made him insanely attractive to women. He thought that having muscles, and that manly scent of only showering once a fortnight, was enough to make him absolutely irresistible. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Unfortunately, Carrie and I were not there to witness this particular event. God, I wish I had been. Instead, this tale was told to us by a mutual friend. See, Declan had a group of about 3 guys who he frequented the gym with, mutual friend included. I was going to make a comment about how they managed to deal with the awful scent, but we were living with him, so I really can't say much. On this particular day, Declan and his gym buddies had been lifting some weights when Declan headed off to another side of the gym. Thinking something was wrong, our mutual friend Kyle followed him. Turns out that everything's fine, well, for Declan at least. He'd just seen a woman that he found very attractive and decided to follow her into the rowing machines and try to strike up a conversation. Don't do that. Don't talk to people while they're at the gym. Or, more accurately, to make some really gross comments. Commend her, a female, for taking such good care of herself and generally making this poor girl really uncomfortable. As you can probably guess, this girl did not fall for his creepy attempts of flirting and opted to move to the treadmills to get away from him. Kyle managed to get Declan to stay on the rowing machines for a little while and even try to keep him away from this girl who, understandably, wanted nothing to do with him. Eventually, though, Declan decided he must try again, because it's not like the girl was 100% clear about her wants when she ignored his advances and moved as far away from him as humanly possible. So, Declan hops up onto the treadmill beside her and decides he's going to impress her by increasing the speed and steepness, I don't know, folks, I don't know gym terms, of the machine. I don't know about you, but in my limited experience with gyms, and from what Kyle's told me, there's a little disc in the machine that is attached to a string. You clip the string to your clothes whilst you're running on the machine, and if you happen to fall off, the string would pull the disc out, and the machine would stop. Declan did not attach the string to his clothes. Oh, I think I know where this is going. Apparently, he thought that this was for wusses, and because, as we all know, real men don't need safety. It's more manly to do it the absolute dipshit way. I'm sure you all know where this is going. Yeah. From what Kyle told us, Declan didn't try to speak to the girl, instead deciding that she'd be blown away by how athletic he was. This didn't happen. Instead, Declan spent about 5 minutes running beside this girl before realizing just how fast the machine was going. Kyle told us that there was a few seconds when he saw Declan stumble, that he wanted to help him when he remembered just how much of a creep Declan had been and decided, let this magical event play out. Declan stumbled a few more times and desperately tried to turn the machine off, but it wasn't happening. The machine eventually got the best of him and Declan went flying. Let's just take a minute to remember that this wouldn't have happened if he hadn't been such a show-off and just clipped the emergency stop string to his shirt. Needless to say, seeing the creep that had been following you around the gym making complete arse out of himself seemed to cheer her up pretty good. Kyle offered to drop Declan off at home, getting death glares from Declan for laughing at him. He was more than happy to tell us this story, while Declan went to his brother to bitch about females and bad friends. He actually didn't go back to the gym for a few weeks after that. Must have been too embarrassed. This was awesome news for the poor girl he'd been following around the gym, but not so great for us. It's not too fun when you come home after a long day at work, gasping for a cuppa, only to have to wait half an hour because Declan is doing cardio workouts in the kitchen. Can you see me new? I don't know what that means, but okay. I wasn't really sure what to call this one, so apologies for the kind of creepy title. The story happened around the time that Carrie started going out with a girl from college. We'll call her Mia. They didn't go out for very long, choosing just to stay friends, but as you can imagine, Mike and Janice, but especially Janice, were not happy about this. They barely acknowledged Mia's existence, which could be seen as more of a blessing than a curse, really, and whenever they did speak to her, it was always to give some sort of condescending relationship advice. Things like, Carrie just got a new dress today, you mind telling her that she looks pretty? Or, she's not having a good day today, you should just let her speak and just listen to her. I'm honestly shocked that Mia didn't smack a bitch. They were condescending assholes to her, and she just nodded and smiled her way through it. Anyway, one thing in particular that Mike and Janice didn't like was the little inside jokes, as the Beards like to call them, that Mia and Carrie had. They weren't really inside jokes at all, though. See, when Carrie and myself grew up, the show Still Game was, and still is, very popular. Like to the point where most people can't go a full day without coming out with a quote from the show. Me and Carrie's favorite was, "Can you see me new?" Whenever they were meeting up or saw each other on the street, they'd text, "Can you see me new?" to each other. That was it. Literally just a couple quoting their favorite TV show. But Mike and Janice still managed to make it awkward. Basically, we all planned to go out for a drink with a bunch of mutual friends, which unfortunately meant that the Beard clan would be coming along. Janice had decided that she wanted to join in with Carrie and Mia's inside joke and texted Carrie when they were on their way to the meeting point. However, as she later admitted, she couldn't remember the exact quote and decided to wing it a little. This resulted in Carrie getting text that simply read, "We're watching you, can you see us?" Oh my God. Mate, how fucking ominous is that? I mean, yeah. The "we're watching you" text was sent separately and didn't have the X's that Janice often added to the text, so we assumed it must have been a first draft that was sent by mistake. But still, dude, why? Janice got a little defensive when Carrie asked her about it and said that it wasn't her fault that she got the quote wrong because she and Mike don't watch that kind of shit. Then why the hell would you do it in the first place? Anyhow, that's pretty much it. Carrie and Mia went out for about 2 months, but decided to just be friends instead. You should have seen the look on Janice's face when she found out they'd broken up, but would still be hanging out with each other. I've never seen a face go from pure happiness to absolute hatred so quickly in my entire life. Halloween kink? ? That makes me uncomfortable. Basically, this is about the time Mike and Janice got it into their heads that I had a thing for Michael Myers. What? Now, I absolutely love horror movies, especially the Halloween franchise. I saw the first movie when I was about 6, and from then on I just fell in love with the movies. After a few months of living with the Beards, before the living room became an uninhabitable mess, thanks Declan, I've been curled up on the couch watching Halloween and video calling with a mutual friend. I made a joke about her having a crush on someone from her favorite horror film, and she fired back with a joke about me fancying Michael, jokingly referring to him as Daddy Michael in the process. That's pretty good. Mike and Janice were in the kitchen getting food and had overheard her remark. This is something they commonly did. If Carrie and I were talking to someone on the phone or whatever and weren't in our room, then Mike and Janice would always conveniently be somewhere close. They just happened to overhear what we were talking about. Or if Mike was in the middle of a game and didn't want to leave, they'd keep their bedroom door open to eavesdrop. Apparently, Mike and Janice found the thought that me being attracted to a literal horror movie killer to be cute and endearing. What the fuck's wrong with y'all? Mike made a comment about how, if I ever want to spend a night with Michael, he'd be more than happy to mask and help me out. Ew. He said it in a tone that could be considered joking, so I kind of awkwardly laughed and went back to talking to my friend. They got me a fucking Michael Myers mask. It wasn't my birthday or Christmas or any other gift-giving holiday either. They just handed it to me, and I swear they looked so giddy, it was really creepy. It took literal months for me to convince them that I did not have a Michael Myers kink. Like, I like the Halloween movie, Michael Myers, but if a bitch comes at me with a knife, you can be damn sure I'm running the opposite direction. He's a big scary bastard. Not really anything else to this particular tale, just Mike and Janice being a couple of roasters. I'm going to stop here because this is getting pretty long. I promise you peeps, the next post will delve into the drama that led to her eventual escape from life with the Beard clan and all the trouble that followed it. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, good lord. That's fascinating. So I guess we'll go over this in parts. One, I had no idea. I mean, I suspected. Let's be honest. I can't say I had no idea. I suspected Declan was the gym guy, the fucking creepy neckbeard incel who thinks that if they go to the gym a lot, they can totally hit on women there. And look, the rules that apply in the gym are the same rules that apply in pretty much every public restroom. We all know why we're here. Nobody wants to talk about it. This is not a thing where we're going to, like, have a whole conversation, and it doesn't matter who's wearing what or doing what. Just don't fucking... Look, nobody wants to, okay? We're all at the public gym because we can't keep one in our house. Much like the public restroom. We're not here because we want to be. We're here because something in our life has forced us to be, and it's not going to be pretty. No one wants to sweat that much around strangers. Calm down. Just stop it. Do what you have to do and get the fuck out. That's the bottom line. The only time anyone really wants to converse with someone at a gym is either A, it's somebody they know, or B, it's like a trainer that they, you know, already have an appointment with. The only time conversing with random strangers happens is things like, are you done with that? Or, dear God, please help, I'm trapped under this dumbbell. So, other than that, you know, don't fucking do that. But yeah, I'm somehow not surprised he's one of those gym bros. The kind of guy who, like, leers at women on treadmills and shit. Like, ugh. It's one of the many reasons I don't want to go to the gym, because shit like that. I keep hearing horror stories and it's just like, no, please, look. I'm just trying to lose weight. Why the fuck do you have to do this? Why do you have to ruin everybody's experience? Though I won't lie, I would love to see him properly launched from a fucking treadmill. I'm sure that was a wonderful sight. Just getting yeeted across the fucking gym. Oh. Now, the other part 2. Can you see me now? I love the horrible butchering of that. We're watching you, can you see us? Dude, don't fucking say that. Even if it's somebody you know, that's creepy. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. And I guess that feeds really well into the last one, because it's both, like, absolutely horrifying. Seriously, though, who the fuck thinks that you have a thing for Michael Myers because of a joke? I guess these, you know, weirdly stunted monsters who can't figure out basic social interaction. So, yeah, no, there's that. Okay, cool. Fucking weirdos. They're just a couple of fucking weirdos. I look forward to the next part, though. I really, really want to know what happened with the great move out. I'm sure it'll be an absolute fucking shit show. And I'm sure you all want to be there for it. So, until then, this is the end of this story. So make sure you do the YouTube thing. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good crap. I have a Ko-Fi and a merch store, and you could check those out, and I would greatly appreciate it. But also, if you can't, that's okay. I don't sell Michael Myers masks, though. I have a Discord where you can hang out with me and all of my very strange friends. We are strange, but that's okay. That's why we love each other. And every Saturday, there's a live stream. You can come see me do this, but live, which is somehow stranger. Also, I have a subreddit, r/Moonhorse Stories. Send stories there, and I will definitely check them out. And, yeah, that's about it. Links to all those things are below this in every video, so, have fun with that, kids. This has been a strange tale, and I can't wait to read the next part. I'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody. I love you all, and you watch out for Daddy Michael. Goodbye.